Hello, good people. Look, I have to confess to you that this story about Jair Bolsonaro's movie is looking more and more like one of those Netflix series you watch and think, there's no way this could be true. But it is. Every day there's a new episode, new money, a new company, a new suspicion, and now things have gotten even more complicated. Because now the São Paulo Civil Police got involved in the story. That's right, Tarcísio de Freitas' police. It's not the federal police, Lula's, Alexandre de Moraes, Brazil's Supreme Court, or left-wing persecution. The São Paulo State Civil Police are investigating the production company behind Dark Horse, the film about Jair Bolsonaro. And what does the police suspect? The same owner of the film's production company is also the president of an NGO that has a contract worth over 150 million reais with the São Paulo City Hall to install free Wi-Fi throughout the city. Investigations found they delivered just over half of the planned access points, not everything required. Even so, the contract received 2 amendments, meaning the amount increased. And now there's suspicion that part of this money may have ended up in Jair Bolsonaro's movie. Do you realize how serious this is? Because we already had funds from Daniel Vorkar, right? There was a 4.5 million reais budget allocation from parliament members, including 2 million reais from Mario Frias. The other representatives are also all Bolsonaro supporters. And now there's this suspicion of public contract money from the city hall. What did the movie become? A cinematic work or a big money laundering scheme for stolen money? And there's one more thing that really stands out. These millions from the movie were transacted in the United States. Precisely in the United States, where Eduardo Bolsonaro lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion, and to this day, he hasn't properly explained how he manages to afford that lifestyle. And that's not all. The messages found in the investigation show that he, Eduardo, was very concerned about sending the money there. So the question that remains is, did all that money really go to the movie? Did the movie really cost that much? Or was there something else going on along the way, huh? The most curious thing of all is this. Now, you can't shout that it's political persecution anymore. You can't say it's the dictatorship of the Supreme Federal Court anymore. Because the ones investigating are the police under the governor who's an ally of Flavio Bolsonaro's father, Jair Bolsonaro. In other words, when smoke starts coming out from everywhere, folks, maybe it's not just a little smoke, a little ember, right? Maybe we're talking about a major fire in Flavio Bolsonaro's campaign.